Hello there, and welcome to this CSWatch OCR J276 video, and this is going to be the first of a two-parter where we look at different legislation based around computer usage. We're going to be looking at the Data Protection Act, Freedom of Information Act, and Computer Misuse Act. This law-y type of stuff can crop up quite a lot on exams, and also it's quite easy and simple to follow once you get your heads around what they're called and what they're for. So, the Data Protection Act, strangely enough, falls among data and how data is used and managed by companies. You can see there on the screen the 8 different principles, and basically what this is saying is if a company holds data, they can only gather it for a certain reason and only use it for that reason. If they want to start using it for something else, then they need to regather the data. There are some exceptions to this, so for example national security, if we're thinking about law enforcement as well, they are exempt in some places from the Data Protection Act. If the Data Protection Act is broken for whatever reason, compensation may be given in court, and again that will be decided by a judge. The Freedom of Information Act came around in 2000 and is a really helpful little bit of legislation which allows the members of the public to find out what information is being held on them by an organisation. They can request data files, emails, printed documents, any form of information which is currently being held on them by an organisation. Public organisations have to publish certain information, so there might be requirements for them to publish accounts or publish minutes of meetings alongside responding to requests for data. And again, there's some exceptions to this, for example national security, or if someone requests some information but it's going to be published soon anyway, the organisation can say wait for a few weeks, this information is going to be published, you'll be able to see what it is. The other one we're looking at is the Computer Misuse Act 1990, which was introduced to prevent hacking and create an actual crime for cybercrime. Interestingly with this, it introduced offences for someone gaining unauthorised access to a network device in general. So if someone hacks into a system, that was now a cybercrime, alongside gaining unauthorised access to a network to commit a crime. So even if you're just going in for a sneak peek to have a look around, you can still get charged under the Computer Misuse Act, as well as unauthorised modification of computer material, whether it's hardware, whether it's software. You just don't do it, otherwise you'll be breaking the Computer Misuse Act. So in this video, we've been looking at the Data Protection Act, the Freedom of Information Act, and the Computer Misuse Act, and what it's used for. And stay tuned for part 2 of legislation, in which we look into more different areas around the law and how it impacts us using computing and us as computer scientists. And I shall see you in part 2. See you later.